Guess who's back? Back again. Oh, the one and only Professor Anele of Professor Anele versus Standard Bank. Okay, today's video is a whole 360 turn, and she is talking about her educational program. And let me tell you, I was listening so attentively. And the irony is, she talks about why Bantu education began, the whole objective of it, and the irony. Earlier today on my main channel, you guys know, if you caught it, I posted a video highlighting Judge Rata speaking about Bantu education. In fact, you have to watch it yourself and then put two and two together and watch what Dr. Anele says. I promise you, it's just going to be a small clip from the Senzo Meyiwa trial, which strikes such similarities with what she's highlighting here. This is it for my intro, okay? I want to keep it short and sweet. Here goes.
Where does it say 0.06 centimeters? Because I see here, on the other one it's 1.86.
Yes.
On the other one it's 1.80.
We're seeing the difference. In other words, when you subtract 1.80 meters from 1.86 meters that was measured by Lieutenant Colonel Mangena, the difference is 0.06 centimeters.
That calculation is wrong. 186 centimeters minus 180 centimeters, it gives you 6 centimeters, not 0.06 centimeters.
So it's 0.6 centimeters.
No, not zero. It's not a fraction. It's a full centimeter.
If it gives you a full centimeter, it means it's twice the length of the person
Yes.
who was being measured. Just common sense.
No, my lord, I'm saying 186 centimeters minus 180 centimeters. What does that give you?
You say
6 centimeters.
6 centimeters.
6, yes. It does not give you 0.06 centimeters.
I
So
thought,
that's a
who's got a calculation? Let's do it the Bantu education way.
Yeah, kubamba indaba yezibalo izibalo zanamuhla.
The difference is 6 centimeters. Let's see.
Kumele uyayiphikisa ukuthi lesi sibalo asenziwanga kahle, umshushisi akasenzanga kahle lesibalo. Umshushisi nawe uyasho ukuthi
We agreed with my colleagues from the left that it's 6 centimeters.
6 centimeters.
Yes. So the difference.
as it is the court, my lord. Thanks to Bantu education.
I don't get into trouble. I cause it. Yeah, I take a decision that will cause trouble now.
kuthiwa ke akuyiwe kule nto kuthiwa ke iBantu education ke manje kwenziwe lesibalo. Egcineni ke bayavumelana ke abameli abamangalelwa kanye nalabo naloyo mele ke umbuso ukuthi umehluko ke ku lezi nombolo ngo6 centimeters.
Yes.
Dumelang family. Today we visit a bit of science. Let's start with life. Life as we know it began in the African continent. Then the world blew up and we had more continents. At which point scientists, in their curiosity, decided to measure the brain capacity of a human being compared to animals. They took monkeys, they took the ape family, baboons, orangutans, and they took human beings of all races. The monkeys had 3 gene segments. The ape family, they had 4 gene segments. And human beings ranged between 5 and 6 gene segments. But the highest human being had 6 gene segments. Then the scientists came to Africa and they measured people of African descent. We didn't have 6 gene segments. We didn't have 7 or 8 gene segments. We had 9 gene segments. What is a gene segment? It's just a functional unit of heredity. It's made up of DNA sequences. That's just different brain regions. If we put it in layman's terms, think of a house. So the highest human being of all races had a 6-bedroomed house, the capacity of their brain. And a person of African descent had a 9-bedroomed house. Measure the difference. So when colonialism started, they knew this. They came to our continent, they came to our country, they took our land, and then they decided to fill those 9 rooms with cement so that we can never think. They devised a strategy to undermine our thinking capacity. It was very difficult to accept that we have more brain capacity than them. So they had power over us, and they decided to close those rooms. Hendrik Verwoerd, he said there is no place for the Bantu child above the level of certain forms of labor. For this reason, it is of no avail for him to receive training which has its aim in the absorption of the European community, where he cannot be absorbed. So, we're going to train these people just to the level of taking instructions, so that when we enslave them and they serve us, they can at least be able to take instructions. That's all the education they are allowed. They are going to only learn language enough to take instructions, to be our servants. And what did Hendrik Verwoerd do in 1953? He designed Bantu education, which was designed to put cement in our 9-bedroomed house so that we can't think. And in 1953, he made that into law. Those who don't know Hendrik Verwoerd, he was a minister of Native Affairs. So we were doomed with Bantu education. Then they designed white education, which had a white child in mind. This is a child who has her own bedroom. In the morning before school, she has breakfast, she has all uniform, she has all the books she needs at school, she's got toys, she's got bicycles, puzzles, dolls, she's got books to read at home. After school, she gets picked up, she gets a warm meal cooked by our parents. So this education was designed for a very comfortable child. Their education was well funded. It was compulsory for longer periods. It was designed as a high quality, preparing students for university, for world-class professions and leadership roles, and it was free. So take the difference of the Bantu education against the white education. So us, we are trained to be slaves, and they are trained to take leadership positions. Fast forward to 1994. No, let's rewind a little bit. In 1979, the term Bantu education was now being offensive even to international community. So in 1979, they changed this term Bantu education, and they enacted an act called Education and Training Act. But even though they took the term away, they continued the segregation. Then 1994 happened, at which point nobody thought of designing new education for our 9-bedroomed house. Do you know what happened? In 1998, the South African new government adopted. Do you know what is to adopt? It means to take something that exists or someone that exists and make him your own. You don't design your own thing, you take something that exists and make it your own. They took the white education and they made it national for everybody. The education that was designed for a white child who has everything, who has supplementary tools at home, who has toys, who has their own room, who has food. They took that education designed for a white child who has a 6-bedroomed house. They took that education and plugged it onto 91% of the country who has a 9-bedroomed house. So this is a black child with 9 gene segments who had the right to have his brain nourished properly. But nobody did that. So the question is, did no scientist advise the new government that we need to design a completely new education system for those with a superior brain? I did. And I was kicked out like a cat. So now that you understand the design of the education system and why the white education will never work for an African child who has 9 gene segments, now we have to talk about the new design for this big brain.